Welcome back to Spiritual Court, my beautiful soul tribe family. So if you caught part one, the dismantling of all of these organizations that now are trying to silence the Heirophants, and the video cut off, right? Coincidence? I don't know. It seems to happen when there's flow amongst the spiritual community. The phone seems to overheat, or it just turns off, or something like that. In my opinion, there is an entity, right? An entity is, an organization, if you will. They have a little bit of power to push certain buttons here in the 3D. Maybe they hold a very important position in the world by way of the world's standards. And then there is the spiritual community. Now, you and I know that as above, so below, that is a real ebb and flow. That's a real law. Like, one has to respect spiritual law. Here lies the dilemma. The spiritual community, the real Hierophants, the high priestesses, the psychics, the ones that are on the side of the divine, now have secret allies within these organizations because they're all going at each other's necks. Some of them are saying, well, I still want to continue to be diabolical. I'm going to prove that I am the master of ceremonies. And I'm going to pull out my best magic. So some of them are really, really obsessed. You got the devil. The devil represents a desire, right? The devil is Capricorn energy. It represents a desire. It's something that somebody feels very deeply, something that they really want to happen. And so the energy with the full moon last night, that's what I felt. I felt like there was a lot of spiritual practitioners who were really trying their hardest to keep their reputation. Nobody's in fear of them anymore. Whereas before, it was like, oh yeah, he's powerful. Or he knows somebody in Jamaica. He's got a Nigerian friend. He's got somebody that knows Baba Mayumbe. They work with dark spirits. Now all the dark spirits, quite literally collective, are coming to us to snitch them out. I don't know about y'all, but I am a medium, okay? So I do have spirits that show up. I'm going to keep it real. Somebody is like, ooh, I couldn't have your gift. And that's why it's so important not to be too preoccupied with other people's gifts, right? The Most High knew who to give that gift to. And for those of you that know, you got spirits, they talk to you, right? Okay. The demons have been snitching them out. That's how I know they're magic. Right here, look. The demons. Again, we were tapped in, plugged into source, but very much aware of what was going on, right? So a lot of shut up spells that are backfiring. When I tell you these people are using their best arsenal, they're going out of the country, they're going to the Dominican Republic, they're going to Puerto Rico, they're going to Nigeria. I mean, they are pulling out all of their best arsenal. And still there is a collective in this world destined to be real spirit guides leading people back to eternal source now. Not later, but now, right? Three of Pentacles, collaboration. So you got the devil and you got the Three of Pentacles. Something about an offering, something about a deity, something about magic. You got people that are doing magic on people who are magic. You got people who are, praying to certain gods. And then you got people that are plugged into the God, right? Okay, Mace's Eastern Star. Show me these weirdos that come to the comments. Yeah, the Two of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. Some of these people are coming in to make some type of offering, okay? So whenever there's like interruption or slight shadow banning, or, you notice that, the numbers look really low, it's because these groups don't want a lot of people to get the truth. In my opinion, it's an honor to be one of the platforms that's just not out here talking about some BS. I want to give you something that you can use. I want to give you something that you resonate with. I want to give you what the divine is telling me to give you, because I know that if you're plugged in, you're going to see it in the way that you need to see it. You also are going to see something even beyond what it is that's being presented here. It's a lot of illusions, right? By way of what's coming in for the collective, not for the collective. The illusions are for the people that are trying to be some form of diabolical intrusion. Like, you ain't got the right to be here. What are you doing? Yeah. Nobody's supposed to be here. I cried that last thing. Or what is it? I cried for the last time. You know what I mean? My heart says no, no. These are spiritualists that want to peek. They want to take a look see. They want to see, what are you doing? How do you know? What's your secret? What's your magic? What's your this? What's your that? But they got to go through the divine to get to the collective. They have to go through source of all things, and they really don't want to walk through the fire. Okay. They like inflicting the flames, starting the fire, but now somebody needs help. Somebody doesn't know how to put it out. You got the Page of Wands here, okay? Something about information. I'm telling you, these groups are going against each other. They are groups divided. They are not together. Do they have our addresses? Yes. Do they know where we live? Yeah. That's why you come out, you see a car just sitting outside your house, or a certain time of the night, a car drives by at a certain, they know who you are. But the reality is they're trying to instill fear on you because they're in fear. So if you feel like your energy gets a little weird, that's their fear that you're feeling. You're just simply becoming more psychic, aware of frequencies, empathetic, sympathetic. You're able to feel what people are feeling, but you know how to decipher, decide, and divide energies in a way that you are a professional at alchemy. You know, oh, that's not my energy. I'm going to put that over there. This is my energy, right? Because anybody trying to project fear onto you has to already be afraid. That's not power. How you generate the energy of fear if you're not out here being afraid? But you're projecting that onto people who are fearless. Okay. The universe just says, say less. You got the Knight of Pentacles. You got people from these organizations that are watching. Okay. They too want to be plugged into source. Remember, they were spoon-fed in these groups. You know, promises, power, blood contracts, blood oath. Oh, everybody's doing it. You know, we have a large connection. We have a large network. This is worldwide. The group is divided. So you got some of them that definitely want to get on the good foot. Some of them could be trying to protect the collective for fear of judgment. That's what I just heard. Divine judgment. Yeah, 8 of Cups. They're walking away from these organizations. 5 of Pentacles is like leaving people behind. So a lot of these practitioners are angry because the truth is coming out. They feel like it's our fault that their clientele has gone down, that people are no longer afraid of the boogeyman. Yeah, people are going within. Look, overall energy. Even the people in the darkest night of the soul are finding strength because of what the divine collective is doing. So whatever your contribution is to the collective, just know that it's something that holds a lot of weight. It holds a lot of value in this world. Yeah, you touching lives, you saving souls on all timelines simultaneously at the same time. You're on a whole quantum physics, you know, faster than the speed of light type of a realm. Something that these people can't touch, something that they cannot see. Let them. Child, they was all in the dirt yesterday. I seen it in the ethers. I'm like, what are they doing? They was drawing symbols in the dirt. They was accessing portals and doors. And, you know, they were doing their best. Because when the collective comes along, not singing the same song, not allowing you to play the victim in your own life, but instead encouraging you by way of example, right? How can I be something that I'm telling you not to be? Don't take advice from somebody more screwed up than you, right? But instead telling you to stand in your power and be a sovereign being. And, you know, hey, let's get back to being plugged into source. This really does shake up their money. This shakes up their organization. This shakes up the people that believe in them. This shakes up everything, their bloodline, their magic, because the demons are switching them out. When I tell you these forces, these jinns, I'm telling you, y'all, listen. If you know, then you know. But I promise you, they will snitch on these people in a heartbeat. I can't make this up. Ace of Wands in a reverse. Not of God. Not of the Most High God. Some of them blood contracts went too deep. Some of these people got souls on their body. Meaning they are responsible for the souls that they inflicted, that they affected. They got blood contracts. This is what the demons are saying. So the demons are snitching them out. That's what's up. Shout out to the demons, man. Shout out to the freaking demons and the angels. Because when the demons start to snitch out very evil people, these people really don't have They don't have a platform like they used to. A lot of these practitioners are being like defamed. Their reputation doesn't precede them anymore. There is a group of people in this world that are waking up other people all around the world. Yeah, I can't make this up. So they were passionately in pursuit, Knight of Wands, of this full moon energy yesterday. Let's pick up on it. Yeah. It's like, what? Okay. Remember, Masons and Eastern Stars came out in the reverse. I feel like we should put it back the way it came out, just so we keep it real. We keep it a buck. We keep it trill. Okay. You got the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is about money, fame, power. Some of these people feel like we're affecting their business. You know, when you get free readings in the public eye and it saves your life, or you get a confirmation, a clarification that no, you're not crazy. Now you got to take accountability. Now you got to stop being the victim and take control of your life. It will affect a dark practitioner who had intended that you would be a lifetime client, coming to them for readings and work to talk to the ancestors. You're like, nah, I think I'm just going to talk to the ancestors on my own. I think I'll sit with myself a little bit longer. I think I'll hurt a little bit longer. I think I'll sit in this pain, whatever this is that keeps pulling me back to you, because silently I'm putting you in a position of power to control my crown. They're getting pissed off. People are waking up. Their clients are waking up. Celebrity clients waking up. People want to go back. Some of these people going to get baptized. You got the Four of Wands, organization. Some of these groups are creating their own subsidiaries of these groups. Like they're walking away with the knowledge that they have, but they want to change the narrative of Easter Stars energy. Okay. Some of them really want us to be a part of their group. They really want to be like, hey girl, you know, they're changing the narrative of the Mason energy. They want to get back to the basics of what the Masons initially was started for, which is about prestige, you know, power, but integrity, taking an oath. Listen, when you got some people over here, too many chiefs and not enough Indians, and they're going against the group and they're opening up Pandora's box, meaning now we can see everything that y'all doing, your magic has been debunked. It's been depowered, because the demons are telling us exactly what y'all are doing. So last night, they was in the dirt, working with the dog, working with the dirt, working with the something. And that shit backfired. Somebody woke up today. Look, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. I cannot make this up. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody woke up today and needed some help, or they didn't wake up at all. Something like that. Okay? Maybe somebody cried for help and they couldn't get no help. You got the Magician down here at the bottom of the deck. So what does this mean? Collectively, we were doing something on a very ethereal level, a very ninth being level. 9 being, life path number 9. You've been here too many times. You figured out the way out, and the way out is in. Oh, you figured out how to go up, and the way to go up, you got to go deep. You got to go down in order to circle back around. You are a reincarnated soul, resurrected, meaning you remember now. Okay? The resurrection is something that gradually happens. Slow, I do believe, is the fastest way to get to where you need to be. Moving slow. Lee. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. That shit backfired real quick. Because the collective, whatever we were doing as a whole, as a collective, generating that energetic field out into the ethers, the Magician and the 9 of Cups, wishes are being fulfilled, right? So in order to manifest to this capacity up against such dark, I'm talking dark magic, right? OB, you know, dark ass magic, abusive voodoo, you know, that energy, right? I feel like we are putting out so much good high frequency, so tapped in, so plugged into the source, and I feel like it just literally created a ripple effect. It's almost like being a common denominator between two worlds, you know, dark and light, but not really being there. You're just kind of like an illusion, an intrusion to these people's magic, because we were somewhere going within. So how can we be out here with y'all in the dirt, in the mud, you sacrificing animals? So whatever energy you thought you had summoned, it's now got you trapped in an illusion. I feel like they were trying to call on your spirit man to shut us up. That's what I just heard. To shut us up, to stifle us. 9 of Cups. The collective is manifesting. Beautiful things. I'm so happy for us. I'm so happy for us. This is beautiful. What a beautiful way to be in Libran season. Some of you are tapping into your Libran energy. You got some of these people that are doing sympathy spells, okay? Masons and Eastern Stars in the reverse. Yeah, I can't make this up. They're stressed out and weighed down because the collective is coming out in the Queen of Wands energy, Lion, Lioness energy, Divine Feminine energy, heart chakra in alignment, heart chakra pure. That is the only way to be the Magician in the upright, and to get the Nine of Cups that leads to the Ace of Cups. Whoa. One has to really be tapped in, plugged into source. It's a knowing in its totality. So a lot of these people were looking for ways to get in, okay? Clarify, they were trying to shut up the spiritual community, the Heirophants. Changes in the air. So this is what we're putting out into the air, what we're talking about. This is like a shut up spell that backfired. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune and needing help. Somebody needs help. The Five of Swords in the reverse. I'm telling you, y'all, the spirit realm is exposing these people. Five of Swords in the reverse is like exposing these people for some type of plan and plot that they thought was going to be successful amongst the collective, but it didn't work because the Most High God is here. Ace of Cups. Yeah, we're not accepting anything less than the Ace of Cups. Yeah. We deserve it. The moment we decided that we deserve better than whatever these people were attempting to project onto us or attempting to make us believe was our reality, it was over. This is like you answering the call, like, okay, I'm going towards source, period. Okay. Once you make that decision, you're like, okay, whatever happens, happens, but I'm going towards source. I'm going to go within. I'm going to practice how to do that. I'm going to stay with the flow. Okay. Maybe I don't know how to do it all so well yet, dark night of the soul, but I'm going to have strength in my dark night of the soul, and I'm going to ascend. And that is a decision. That's a conscious decision. It's your conscious decisions that have these people stifled. It's your conscious decisions that have them wanting you to be quiet, shut up, go sit down. You know why? Because how dare you wake up the world? Clarify, the Masons and the Eastern Stars are divided. Yeah, I can't make this up. The Nine of Swords in the reverse. We're no longer in our heads about anything. Yeah, look. Look at this here. The Seven of Cups, illusions. Nine of Swords, mental illness, projections. It's an entity. And when I mean entity, I mean a group, an entity, an association, an organization. Seven of Cups is illusion. Nine of Swords in the reverse is suicide spells, hopeless energy, false narratives, false projections, old energy, Akashic records, fake realities, fake illusions. Right now, Queen of Wands energy, this confidence. Something about the Lioness. Something about the Lioness. Yeah, I can't make it up. We're coming out as the Queen of Swords energy. You know, I'm going to be honest. Divine Feminine, it's a good time to be a Divine Feminine, ain't it? Ooh, this feels so good. Listen, Divine Feminine is coming out like literally for the collective. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Empress energy, Divine Feminine nature is the most powerful nature in existence. It is the God body. Divine Feminine is the minute we decided to go within so deep, it triggered the masculine energy within us. And it's like we sent out a signal for all divine masculines to get on board. There is no straddling, if you will, of the fence. There's no straddling of the fence. One has to decide. One has to pick a side. You got a group divided here over the collective. Some of them want us to be friends. I'm telling you. Queen of Cups, you're coming out as all the queens. You got the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands in the upright, Queen of Swords. Oh, okay. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, ain't no mental illness here. Seven of Cups. Yes, just weird projections, weird illusions in an attempt to create some type of diluted version of yourself in an attempt to make you believe that that's who you still are. That's the energy that I feel. Nine of Swords is like mental anguish. So if this shit is in the reverse, some of these people could be suicidal. Quite literally, y'all. I'm not even playing. You got the Devil, the Three of Pentacles. They were working with something dark. Nine of Swords in the reverse. The demons are snitching them out. The angels are taking them out. And the demons are getting out of the way. And they just telling on them. The demons are like, hey, I want to testify. You know. I'm choosing. Coming into spiritual court, the demons are saying, you know, excuse me if I testify. I'm choosing. I'm choosing. Excuse me if I testify. I don't want no problems. Excuse me if I testify. The demons are snitching them out. The jinns. Wait a minute. Well, they had said that they wanted us to do this, they told us, okay, well, what did they do? They showing us y'all's magic. We see the materials that you're using. We know what animals you sacrifice. Quit killing them animals, man. Stop doing that. So if you see a chicken or a rooster chasing somebody down the street, you got to ask that person, well, what exactly did they do? Confirmation. I can't make it up. If you see a dog chasing a warlock down the street, get out of the way. That's karma. The animals are saying, stop, stop. You see your shit is not working. You see you're not stronger than the divine. Your heart chakra's not even in the right place. And you're definitely out of time. Your whole group has separated. Your whole group is devastated. Now y'all sitting up here looking crazy, full of shit, you know, because you defecated on people's lives. Now you got to regurgitate that shit and run it back. The wheel of fortune. Get out the way. Today's mantra, move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. I said move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get your punk ass out of the way. So says the Ace of Cups, the Divine, the Empress, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Divine Feminine energy, air energy, fire energy, earth energy, water energy. The feminines are absolutely the guiding light. Divine Feminine energy has given birth to a whole new nation. She is impregnated. She is the mother of invention, the mother with good intentions, right? Show me more. Temperance, and she's balanced. Earth Angel, the Four of Pentacles, and she's guarded, holding on to her gifts. Keeping your secrets. That's what I just heard. They think that we're hoarding the secrets. How dare them? How dare them? But you have 360 degrees of knowledge. That's why you joined the organization. And your own organization, the people that don't want to be a part of your organization, don't believe in you no more. Two of Wands, they over here watching spiritual court and all the other high priestesses because they want to be plugged into source. Good for them, man. Good for them. Look, they're hiding the fact that they really want to connect with the divine. Seven of Swords. I can't make it up. And then you got the Four of Swords. Something has to be put to rest. Okay. Stand by. We will be coming back with part 3, volume 3 on this particular topic. We're going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to go ahead and just get grounded and see what else the ancestors want me to say here as we close this door on this particular topic. I do anticipate when we come back, we're going to have new, fresh energy because this is full moon energy on this day. And the moon just popped out today in a way that I just had to say something. We got to say something because your something is a big deal. So I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace be with you.